All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh. Hi, I'm Sharon.
And I'm Erin.
And welcome to, I don't know what episode this is. I'm so sorry. I should have looked it up before we started. So, yeah, it's been since the last holiday weekend since I recorded.
What?
You were visiting on Memorial Weekend.
Wait, was that the last time you actually recorded an episode of this show?
Absolutely.
Oh.
I have
Okay.
not recorded since then. I took a hiatus. Hi, Sue. Sue keeps asking me. Sue from the Flosstube show, podcast, keeps asking me, when are you going to record? When are you going to record? And I took a hiatus for the summer because there's really no great spot to record in this house. You should see what I had to do to get this set up. The attic is way too hot. Way too hot.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, my cat is really being cute right now. He loves to join me on when I record. So I'm going to record a little snip of him.
Oh, no, never mind. He just
No,
walked
he
off.
heard something. Oh, I'll record him later.
It always happens, right? You get the camera out while the pet's doing something cute and then they walk off.
Exactly. So today is September 6th, 2021. And like I said, I took a hiatus over the summer. We were just talking about summer, how we used to love summer.
I mean, you kind of had to if you were in school because that's when you had your break. But, you know, if you're retired or you don't get a summer break like I don't, then it's kind of like, oh, it's just too goddamn hot.
So I was a teacher. I was a speech language pathologist in a school district. So I always had my summers off. I never worked in the summer. So I loved it. It was awesome. I didn't love this time of year so much because we had to go back to work. But anyway, but now I'm retired from the 9 to 5, but I have a new job. I am a yarn dyer. And if you've ever been in business for yourself, it's a lot. I'm not even going to bore you here with, I was telling what I did, and it's a lot. So summer is our busy time. So I was working all summer long, really hard. And over there, I have a whole bunch of advent calendar sets to mail out this week. I was trying not to get them on camera because they kind of take over the house. So anyway, how has your summer been? You haven't done much. You went to the aquarium.
Yeah,
Tell about that a little.
there was this one magical weekend where we all thought that, like, you know, we were all protected from COVID because, like, so many of us were vaccinated. I was vaccinated. People I hung out with were vaccinated. But then, like, Delta variant happened and we all had to go back into quarantine. But yeah, I was able to go out. It was 4th of July weekend and I went to the aquarium in Boston. So that was fun. It was really crowded though, like just full of kids. Like lots and lots and lots of little kids. I wouldn't go during the summer again or during a holiday weekend.
I'm thinking of visiting in December because I want to go there. I've been there before many, many, many years ago. I'd say before you were born, was it? Might have been.
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it was because I don't remember getting a babysitter. My husband used to work in a computer programming job, and they would send him for training, so I'd go with them.
I didn't know that was why you were there.
That's why we were there. He was in a training right outside of Boston, and I went to Boston by myself one day.
Huh.
And it was amazing, and I loved it.
It's pretty cool. So, did they have penguins when you went?
Yes.
Yeah, they still have the penguins.
Yes. So we're gonna go. So, you're here to hear about stitching and
Yeah.
not about our summer. But I just thought I'd catch you all up on what's going on. Moving forward, I'm hoping to record now every 2 weeks moving forward because it's a little more relaxed now. The holidays are coming And I actually stopped dyeing in December. I don't dye yarn in December, although I do record a lot in December because I do Vlogmas on my other channel.
Yeah.
I have another channel called Knit Style. It's a knitting channel. And I will be doing Vlogmas again, not as intense as I've done in the past. It's crazy. But yeah, so let's look at some stitching. Okay, so I'm going to show all of my things that I've worked on since May.
Yeah, I've only worked on a couple things since May, so.
And that.
It's been a lot of work. It's just not.
Well, you're a monogamous stitcher, and I would like to be, but I don't know, I flip from thing to thing. So first I'm going to show you, oh dear, I don't have the pattern. I'll put a photo of the pattern in here. This is Alice Bierton, and it's a red sampler. And
it's very fine linen.
It's 40 count. It's 40 count Old Mushroom by X2 Designs, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But it's fine. It's very fine stitching. So I was trying to do one red thread a day, and I was doing well. I got a lot of these letterings done. However, something else distracted me, so I'm putting this away for now. I'm thinking I'll pick it back up in the winter time, because it's fall, and I'm doing lots of fall stitching, which you're gonna see very soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one, this is a fall piece, and I am doing this for the Blackbird weekend stitch along. It's Away We Ride. You all have seen this chart. It's really pretty. I love it.
Yeah.
It's super cute. I'm actually not really feeling it though, which is weird. This weekend I should have been stitching on it because it's Blackbird weekend, first weekend of the month, by Brenda in the Serial Starter Show, and I didn't work on it. So once I pick it up, I really like it, but
yeah, it's cool.
It's really cool. I think I started this when I visited you.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I started it when I visited. So this is being stitched on Lakeside Linens Vintage Harvest Gold. It's a beautiful gold color, and I love how it's coming out on the fabric. It's beautiful. It's a vintage autumn gold linen, 36 count, with all the called for threads, and it's gorgeous. And I picked up the threads from my local stitching shop, which is in Hyde Park. We live in New York. We live in the Hudson Valley. I live in the Hudson Valley region of New York. You live in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I got these threads at Deer Run Stitching in Hyde Park, New York, which is near Poughkeepsie, New York. And they're beautiful, and I love this project. It's just, I don't know. There's other things that are calling to me more. Let's put it that way.
That happens.
It happens.
I got whips that I put away for a while that I'm not working on.
I have those too. I'm gonna show this in a minute because we're gonna show it together.
Yeah.
Okay. I started. This chart is upstairs also. I started. I wanted to learn to stitch in hand with the sewing method, and I'm going to show you that at some point today. It's really fun. I am definitely better at using a frame and doing two-handed stitching. I'm a relatively new stitcher if you've been with this show. I really only started stitching a couple years ago, and seriously crazy stitching a year ago. So I do better with a frame, a hoop and a frame, but this pattern, I think it's called Black Cat pin keep? I'm not really sure. I don't have the chart in front of me. It's a Blackbird pattern. And it's a very small pattern. And I did all of this in my hand without a hoop.
Nice.
And it's not bad. I think I did a pretty good job. So it's a pin keep. And I'll show the book. Actually, let me run upstairs and grab from this book. It's called Casting a Spell by Blackbird Designs. And I got this through Kitten Stitcher. And you can order this sewing box and stitch all these things and put it in the box. I have no interest in that. I have nowhere to put this box, so I'm not going to be doing that. But I would love to make little pin cushions, and actually I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to take this center one here and make a pillow.
All right.
And just, I'm thinking of leaving off this part, this top part, and putting Halloween at the top. So Halloween would be at the top, and then these four in the, in the center, and then it would be a square, and I'd make a little square pillow. Be
Nice.
Really cute. So the pattern that I'm doing is this one, right here.
Hard to see in the light.
I
Yeah.
know. It's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, better?
Yeah.
Okay. And it is called Black Cat Pincushion. I was right. It's Black Cat Pincushion. So this is meant to be a pincushion. So yeah, it's super cute. And I'm stitching it in hand with 2 threads over 2 on a 28 count doubloon by Picture This Plus linen. And I love doubloon. I really love this gold color. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
I love it. So I like how it's coming out.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm having a little trouble. I'm filling in this house because it's every other stitch is a different color.
Oh.
So I'm struggling a little seeing where the holes are.
Yeah,
with
that'll
stitching in
happen.
hand.
It's easier. I think it's easier when there's like more colors, but
I kind of want to cheat and put it in a hoop. Stretch it out a little. I don't know.
yeah, you do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do. So, but yeah, I'm enjoying this one, and it should go fast. Although I'm not really fast at the sewing method yet. Okay, so it is September 6th. It is Sampler September, and I had started this summer. I started Gott 1848.
You showed that off on the last one, I think.
I did, but I hadn't
Yeah.
started it yet. I had bought the kit from the attic. Gott 1848. It is a beautiful sampler. So I picked a lighter linen than the pattern calls for. The pattern calls for 46 count weeks straw. Wow. So yeah, I'm doing it on 36 count, so it's bigger. I'm doing it 1 strand over 2, which I like because it looks primitive. And here's where I am.
It looks really, really cool. I like it looks like there's like shading.
Yes.
It's really, really cool. I love the different reds in there.
It's only 1 color red, but it's a
Really?
variegated floss.
Oh, okay.
So, isn't it beautiful, you guys?
Because when I do that, it's 2 different types of floss.
Oh, I know. When you use DMC, for sure. So, this rose is stunning. Look at the greens, too.
Yeah.
The greens are beautifully variegated.
Oh, yeah. It's harder to notice, but yeah, that's really, really cool.
Thank you. I love this. And I have my little cow thread stitch needle holder. Because it has a cow. The pattern has a cow. Right here. And it's more, to me, it's like a primitive type of a pattern. You know, so, I mean, the rose is actually very beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
But the animals are a little more primitive, right?
I mean, that's fine.
No, I love it. That's why I wanted to use, I don't know. I wanted to use the higher count, or the lower count linen and make it a little more primitive. And I absolutely love it. So this is what I'm working on for Sampler September. And I'm probably going to work on this exclusively. So the linen is Picture This Plus, Heartland, 36 count. This is a fat half. And I'm stitching it 1 thread over 2. And I'm loving how I'm obsessed with this pattern. This is really my focus piece.
What does 1 thread over 2 mean?
It means I'm not holding 2 thread. You know how you stitch your 2 threads together with DMC?
Yeah.
When you stitch with a lower count linen, like a 28 count, you generally hold 2 threads together. Now on this piece,
I can imagine,
I'm holding 2 threads together for this piece.
Yeah.
Because that's a 28 count linen.
Yeah, I can imagine it's better if it's a fine linen to do only 1.
Well, I have stitched 36 count with 2 threads, and that brings me to my next thing. I did have a finish. I finished Halloween Queen, that pumpkin one, the pumpkin head. I showed you that piece, right? I sent you that. So I finished that, and it's out at the finisher right now. So Alyssa from Starry Night Studios is finishing that for me in a flat fold, just like the Yorkie. Yeah, so I thought I would put it up on my mantle. I decorated for the fall. I have some pieces here if you want to see my past finishes. I think it's all in my first episode. I talk about them. But I will probably put her right up there.
Oh, yeah. That was like one of your first ones, I think?
Yeah. Yep, that was one of my first ones. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. And then this was my first linen piece, Happy Halloween, from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And yeah, I've been stitching on linen ever since. I haven't stitched on Ada yet at all since that one. So it's nothing against Ada. Ada's great. It's just for the pieces that I like the way linen looks.
Yeah.
You know, for the more primitive kind of pieces. And these are the threads for Gott. And they are more cool toned than warm toned. There's some warm tones in here, but it's a very cool palette. And I'm not mad about it. It's beautiful. I love it so much.
I really hope none of that music.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
We have other people in the house.
Yeah.
So
We're not in the attic where they can't bother us.
I know that is an issue, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so Erin, I'm gonna get my piece, and you're gonna get your piece.
It's funny,
Hold on.
I didn't know that Sampler September was like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's appropriate. I've been stitching this.
So if you search the hashtag on Instagram, hashtag Sampler September, a whole bunch of projects will pop up. And technically, this is a sampler. So I'll show you before I show you the whole pattern. So we're doing a little mom-kid stitch along.
Yeah.
Which is so fun. Oh my gosh. I started stitching this and she's like, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked really cool, so.
So I sent you the linen, you had the floss. All right, so here we go. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. Let's hold them back so everybody can see all of it.
Yeah.
So I have a little more time in my day to stitch than you, because you work full time.
Yeah.
For a high-tech company. So she's busy.
Yeah.
So, so this is...
And I'm doing the two threads while you're only doing one.
So
mine looks a little chonkier, I think. Yeah.
So this is Picture This Plus. I don't know the name of the linen, and it's not on here, but it's a gray. It's not sand. I'll look it up and see if I can put it in here. but I gave this to you because I wasn't going to use it. I don't use 28 count that much anymore, but you do. So, do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. It's cool.
So you're doing 2 stitches over, 2 threads over 2 linen threads.
Yeah.
2 DMC threads over 2 linen threads. And I'm doing 1, so look at the size difference. So mine is on 36 count. Picture this plus velt. And mine is like a greenish, goldish. And I love it. Let's pose for our thumbnail smile. So, yeah, so I, did you get a gold color yet for the accent?
I didn't.
I'm stitching mine with silk because I've become silk obsessed. I love stitching with silk, and I'm stitching mine with Glorianna hand dyed in antique black, and yeah, this is a lot of silk on this little hank. It looks like it. There's a lot. It's 12 strands instead of 6, so it's double. So it's the same yardage lengthwise as just about as DMC, but there's more strands in the there's more separate strands in the big strand. So yeah, so it's beautiful. I got this from Kitten Stitcher, and I should have enough. I have used about 1.5 skeins so far. I should have, and I have 2 left.
I've been using a lot of skeins. I think I've gone through like 2 skeins now. Almost 3 skeins maybe.
Yeah. You're using DMC 310?
Yeah. Yeah, really kind of basic.
I think I have some I can give you if you need it. So, so the gold I'm using, I ordered some. I don't have it in front of me, it's in my desk, but if you can see these gold accents, I did a conversion, an online conversion of NPI silks, and got a Canary gold, and I love it. It looks beautiful, and
it does look really good.
Thank you.
With the gold, yeah.
It does. And I love NPI silk. I'm kind of obsessed with NPIs. I have a project that I want to start at some point, and it's all NPI silks, and I have them all. But I'm not going to talk about that one today because we'd be here forever. Next time I will show you all of my kits that I have. Put a thumbs up if you want me to do that. So, okay. That is it for me. Let's see your last thing.
Yeah, so I don't have a whole lot to show off because, you know, I've been working on this last one that we showed and then also this one since May.
I'm so
And
impressed.
if you go back and you look at the progress from, you know, the video in May.
I'm going to put in a...
between...
I will put that in. I will put in footage.
Okay, yeah.
I have that.
So this is the Lord of the Rings piece that I've been working on. Well, it's The Hobbit, but, you know, Tolkien. So, like, if I tip it, I think it's... Which way does it go? Sorry, hang on. Give me... Okay, this way. It's a lot, like I've done a lot of work on this since then, like just a lot of different colors. When you showed this to me, I flipped out. I was like, really? It's so beautiful. And you're stitching it like this. Yeah. Even though the finished piece will be like
yeah, but
this.
like whatever.
It doesn't matter. It's just so much easier
as
for me to do it the other way.
Yeah. Fine. It's so beautiful.
I mean, I'm not the greatest when it comes to keeping crosses consistent. I try really, really hard, but like, honestly, who's gonna notice?
This is 18 count?
I think it's 20 count.
20 count. So this is equivalent to 40 count.
Yeah.
Linen. So this is 20 count Ada. Equivalent, and you're using 2 strands?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Do they call for that? 2 strands?
I don't know. I gotta look at the pattern again.
Holy cow. That's good
because I just do it, yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know how you're doing that, but I guess on Ada it doesn't matter. I guess you can do that.
It's really not that hard.
I don't know. I guess. Let me know down below.
But it was nice going for, because I put this one down for a while, and then I started working on the sampler. And it was nice to have something that I didn't have to stare at the pattern every time I needed to make like another stitch. Like,
so tell how you do this. So you stitch in a certain way to do
I mean,
this.
I go like, I'll pick up a color and I'll stitch with it for a while, and then I'll pick up another color and stitch with that for a while, and then like I'll go like that, and then I'll go back to the colors I've already used. And I'm not like super consistent on it, but once this entire thing is fully covered, I'm gonna move the Ada like this way so I can do more of the piece, because it's gonna be like this big. So I still have a lot to go, even though I've made good progress.
It's so stunning.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely stunning. I've heard her method referred to as cross-country stitching, where you work on pretty much one color at a time.
Yeah, but like not the entire.
No, in a section.
Yeah, like in a
not the entire
I
thing.
go section by section.
Yeah, section by
and then like
section.
I'll skip around to different sections.
And you don't even have it gridded out.
No, I've never really had the need to grid it out
It's good.
because I can just see
'Cause
grids.
you're good. Yeah, you're good at that. You have
That's
a good,
just how I am.
You're very visual. You're good with visual memory
Yeah.
and things like that. That's awesome. And you're right. You don't really need to look at a pattern.
I
as
mean,
much.
sometimes
you do, but
like when you're doing like the borders and stuff like that, it's like you don't even need to look at it for a while.
so the other day, to take a little break from my sampler and Gott, I picked this up, but it wasn't in a hoop, and I stitched this little part in hand. This
All
tiny
right.
little,
Yeah.
this little part.
I'm not stitching this thing in hand.
No, but I've seen people do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple little stitching tips that I've gleaned over the summer. When I stitch in hand, I hold my piece to the side like this because it's easier to get my needle. It's easier to see it, and I saw this technique on a Flosstube. I'm just gonna technique of holding it to the side by somebody on YouTube. I'll see if I can link the video down below. And I really find I stitch on it better if I hold it from side to side rather than up and down. I see it better. So that's one little tip that I have for you. And the other thing is, I found with stitching with silk and also even with cotton, and I have this from my spinning experience because I also spin yarn on a spinning wheel. And when you spin yarn and you pull the unspun fiber out of the bat or whatever you're spinning off of, there's always one end that pulls out easier. So I thought, well, I wonder if that applies to thread. If one end is slicker than the other. And so I ran the silk through my fingers, and I was right. So if this makes sense, I try and pull through the fabric from the end that's more slick. It's hard to describe, and I don't have any thread to show you. I put all my silk on bobbins because I don't want to pull them off of the thread rings because I don't want them to get all fuzzy and nasty.
I use lots of, in fact, I could probably use more bobbins.
I have some, I'll give you.
I mean, I don't need them right away because I'm not working on that for a bit, but
So
yeah.
what I do is I cut the silk into 18-inch half yard lengths. And then this is the Glorianna silk. So I'll pull out a silk, a piece. And then what I do is I run my fingers over it and I feel which side is slicker. So this side feels like it's a little rougher. Let's see. Nope. This is the slicker. Yeah, this is the slicker side. I feel it in my fingers. So what I do is I know that this is the side, this is what's going to get pulled through like this. And then I put my needle on this end and I get less knots. And I actually, you don't get that many knots with silk anyway because silk is magical. I love it. But you know what? I found it the same way with cotton. I've been stitching that and Gott, and I've been doing the same thing, and it's just a very slight difference, but it's a slight more friction on one side. on one
I
end.
kind of get it. I just don't know if I
it.
could put it in practice because
I know, feel it.
don't.
See, let's see if you can feel it on the silk.
You know, silk.
I mean, I might be just crazy and just have a very sensitive touch.
Did you know that silk is like it's good against like stab wounds? Like, you know, if you ride into battle with like silk under your armor, it's good against arrows.
Awesome.
I kind of feel it. I think I'm not really
Did
sure.
you try
though.
the other side?
Yeah.
So then you gotta run your finger.
I'm not sure. I was
so
talking,
this side
but...
is okay.
Yeah, you know.
So, okay, feel that? Okay, now run it through the other way. That's one way.
Oh, I see what you mean.
See what you mean?
I think I do feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this way is which way to you is slicker?
This way.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I felt.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's going to help you guys. I mean, it helped me. So hopefully that made sense. Okay, I have a little bit of haul, which is always fun to see. That's what they call it in the stitching world.
Yeah, I get it.
Haul. Okay, so this crazy thing.
It's upside down.
Stitchers have seen this. This is affectionately called Dutch Beauty. I am not going to try and pronounce the Dutch. It's in the pattern is in Dutch.
Yeah.
But you can read it. It's fine because it's a chart.
It's a chart.
Look at it. It's stunning. It's huge.
Pretty
it's as
cool.
big as that picture behind me.
Oh wow!
It's that big.
Yeah.
That's how big it is.
So that's gonna be like your big. I mean, it's even though it's not full cover. That's like gonna be your big
That's
my Lord of the Rings one. Yeah.
that's my opus piece. So the other thing is I want to do it in silk. So I think what I'll do is I'll get the DMCs and then convert them to NPIs. And NPI has a color card. And I might want that color card for Christmas.
I'll take a look.
Hint. I'll send you the link. Or Daddy can get it for me. That's the only thing I want because I have enough stitching stuff to last me a long time. But anyway, this is gorgeous. It's stunning. The finished piece, I'll have to show you the Flosstube, is on Fox and Rabbit's Flosstube. They have it hanging on their wall. It's stunning. Oh my god, I love it so much. But I would love to start this January 1st. I don't think it's going to happen because I have other things that I want to start. This is a kit that I got from the attic. It's in silk. It's a sampler. I am very tempted to start this in Sampler September, but I'm gonna try to hold off because I really want to finish Gott. It's not that big.
Yeah.
But what I love about it is the colors. Look at the linen.
Oh yeah, the linen's really cool.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
This is Fox, speaking of Fox and Rabbit, this is Fox and Rabbit Eucalyptus. I haven't taken it out of the pack yet.
Okay.
Isn't it pretty?
Yeah.
I love the color. This beautiful, like bluish, greenish gray. I love it. I'm obsessed. So it's gonna be hard for me to not start this, but let's see how far I can get on Gott. And spooky stitching gets in the way for sure. So
Yeah.
I got the silk conversion because yes, I love silk so much. I just decided to get it. Oh, and they're nice hanging on.
Ah.
They even gave me a floss ring. How lovely. Isn't it?
Nice.
Oh, I love it. So here it is. This is Sarah Jackson. And these are the silks. And now I want to start this today. But I'm not going to.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'll be a good girl. I'm not going
Something drop
to.
down here. Yeah.
Oh, here's the gold. This is the gold that I'm using on
good
my...
thing you found it, because it dropped.
No, I saw it drop.
Okay.
This is the gold that I'm using on the All Hallows Eve Sampler. It's NPI. I put it on a floss bobbin.
Yeah.
They are also called floss keys, I heard.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
I think I just kind of like the word bobbin.
I like the word bobbin. It's also a spinning term, because I spin yarn also, though I haven't spun in a long time.
I was going to say, when was the last time you used that spinning wheel?
A long time ago. I have to get back to it. It's not even there. It's upstairs.
No, I thought I heard an animal back there.
Okay.
One of the,
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Oh, I have some more charts. So let me show the charts first. Look at this one. You're gonna love this. Come to my garden.
Cool.
Look at the angel. It reminds me of the gravestone angels.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I thought you might like
Yeah.
that. So this is Come to My Garden by Teresa Kogut. She's a beautiful artist. She's not a stitcher, but she designs cross-stitch patterns.
Cool.
And she loves angels. She does a lot of it, but I love this angel. That's what got me. It's so cool. And this moth.
Oh, yeah. The moth is cool.
I love moths. And I love the red. And I want to do it in silk. But I'll have to convert it because Attic doesn't have a conversion. I asked them. This is some of the DMCs. It's stitched with DMC and Classic Colorworks. So a mix. So I got the DMCs, but yeah, I'd have to convert it with that little NPI floss card maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm thinking maybe next spring. I don't know. Spooky stitching. Cool. I got this. And I got this for this. This is Blackbird Designs Sisters. And I want to show you the chart that I really want to do.
You're into like the really homey autumn sort of stuff, like pumpkins and farmhouses, and
oh my god,
I'm more of like the macabre, like I like skeletons and crap like that.
That's okay. Yeah. So this is called At First Cock's Crow. So I'm more into primitive stitching. If you could see our house, you see my fireplace. Look, my house was built in 1928. So this kind of stuff looks amazing in my home. And I have a lot of reds in this house. And it actually isn't necessarily my style anymore. But you know what? I'm embracing it. Yeah, my home is primitive. So this stuff is going to look amazing. And I probably, if I moved, I would probably have a room where I put all this stuff. However, if I moved, my style would change, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are younger than me, so I would understand that your style wouldn't be as primitive and homey as mine.
Like, you know.
I mean, you're a different age.
Yeah.
So.
I don't really consider myself a goth, but when it comes to Halloween stuff especially, I'm into like really gothic stuff.
Well, I love it too. I mean, I think that's what attracted you to the All Hallows Eve piece.
Yeah, I guess that's why.
Yeah, even though it's samplery, it's very gothy, which is cool. So, all right. So that's this book, Sisters. It's beautiful. There's other things to stitch in. You might like this one. This is also by Blackbird Designs. Raven Bewitched.
Okay.
And I just love these stars. They're kind of a knitting thing, like a Selbu star in Norwegian knitting.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. Like, I'm not like, because the stars appeals to you, but like, I'm not really.
They don't appeal. Yeah, they don't appeal to you. But I do like them. So yeah, and I get it. Yep. So, and I got some of the flosses. I got this chart from Fat Quarter Shop. 123 Stitch is usually really great, but they moved, and an order I placed in the beginning of July didn't come until the end of August, which was...
I think I got some floss from them once. I don't remember how
they're
long
very
it
good.
took.
They're good, but they moved, and I emailed, but they never told me, and I emailed them, and I'm like, yo, where's my stuff? And they said, well, we moved. And I said, well, it would have been nice for you to tell your customers that you moved, and you have to wait a month and a half for your stuff. But anyway, so I got that from Fat Quarter Shop, which is great, and they had these flosses to go with, and they're just these beautiful dark colors. I love dark colors. I love these dark... This isn't all of them, because they didn't have them all, but I'll find them. I'll go up to my local needle shop. She has everything, which is amazing. So yeah. Sue, you need to come visit me so we can go because I need some linen for Dutch Beauty and I need some flosses, some bits and bobs. So we need to go up to our stitching shop. Sue said she'd come with me. I'm holding you to it. Okay.
I know I didn't have much to show today, but he lets me hold him. See? He likes it.
He will not let me touch him. Not in a million years. Will you let me pet you? He loves me. He just,
You gotta hold their butts like this for support.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't look too happy. His little...
He's not as unhappy as Mona would be. She'd be screaming for me to put her down.
Erin's cat is Mona.
Yeah.
So this is Thomas. He is our rescued tomcat, and we rescued him from a backyard. He was ill. He got in a fight, and we took him to the vet, had him neutered, and he's been in our house ever since, which is probably almost 10 years. Yeah, he's been in.
Yeah, I was in college. Like I was like a freshman in college, I think.
Yeah, so about almost 10 years. He's a good boy.
He loves me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can go.
Bye. We don't know how old he is, but I just had some teeth pulled in the back. He's probably about 13, 14 years old. And when I picked him up from the vet, she said to him, well, my husband picked him up, and the vet said, what are you feeding him? And my husband said, Rachel Ray cat food. She says, well, keep it up because he is the healthiest cat.
Don't jump on the stitching.
Seen.
No.
He's super healthy. And he
get your paws off of that. Nuh-uh.
And he healed up from the tooth issue, no problem. I mean, and it was funny because they wanted me to give him pills. I'm like, really? And he doesn't eat treats. So they said, well, wet his food and put his pill in the food. And I said, he's not going to eat his food wet because he eats dry food. It's the only thing he eats. So I put hot water in it and got it all soft. And I thought, he's not going to eat that. And he gobbled it right up.
He'd probably like wet food then.
With the pill. I don't know. He's very fussy. I don't know if he'd eat.
If I need to give Mona medicine, it's usually if she has like urinary problems, it's like in a liquid in a tube, and I squirt it into her mouth. Yeah,
this is a pill. There was no way I was gonna pill that cat. He's huge, and his teeth are gigantic. No, So I think that is it, Erin.
Yeah,
this was so much fun, you guys. Unfortunately, Erin will not be joining us next time because it'll be 2 weeks and you'll be back at work.
Thanksgiving.
Yep. Thanksgiving we'll record.
Yeah.
Yep.
I gotta go back to work and back to my own show.
Oh yeah, that's right. So Erin has a show on YouTube. What's it called?
It's just a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play. We're on the Fort Crowd Kitchens right now, which I want to have come to an end soon so I can do something else. And then this Saturday I'm going to be streaming. Yeah. On YouTube, Lorena Softpaw.
And I'm going to be a moderator on her stream on YouTube. So I will put a link to that down below if you guys are interested. I just love listening to Erin's voice every week because we don't get to see each other, and it's super fun to hear the drama that goes on her game. All right, let's end this.
Okay.
Have a great couple of weeks. Happy stitching.
Yep. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya. That's your
Yep, that's my
signature.